Not crazy. I hope you guys were able to tune in and see us last week on our second episode.
See us?
See us. Listen to us on our last week's episode.
Not so easy, is it, Billy Joe?
I was pulling the Kim there. So welcome back. I hope you guys get to listen to our last week's episode. But if you didn't, you can go on to our Facebook page, Crazy Not Crazy, and it's posted on there. Yay!
Yay!
So exciting!
I can't believe we did it because it took a lot for us to figure this equipment out and for us to even be sitting here doing our second episode. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back and joining us. And like Billy Joe said, if you haven't had a chance to listen to the first one, I had to make sure I was like, listen.
You can't watch it, guys. You have to listen to it.
Yes.
I know we keep insisting to watch it, but you can't. You have to listen.
Someday we might go live for you, but not yet.
Yeah, we have to be prepared for that, though. Like, I'm definitely not prepared for that today. Like, no.
Me neither.
Because like Laura was just saying, you know, I mean, we've been talking about doing this podcast for 4 years. I mean, of course, the first couple times it was joking, like, oh, we should do this because we're so funny. Everybody loves us.
But they do, right? I mean,
right, I agree. And then we finally got serious about it after all this time of talking about it. And it's been like, over 2 months right now of trying to set this all up, get it situated. We thought we were just going to sit down, start talking and upload. No,
that's
not that easy.
It's not how it works. But we're figuring it out as we go.
Yeah.
So bear with us. And the last episode we left off with, we were going to find out this week what Kim's favorite word is.
Yes.
Yeah, so
drum roll.
She's going to tell us, don't get it, like, I think you'll like it. Most people will like it. Just when she says it, just say it right after her. You'll feel good. Trust me. Okay.
But if you have little kids listening, please cover their ears, whatever. Or, if you have virgin ears, cover them. Because,
All right, I'm just going to come out and say it. You know, like, it's just a good one. You can use it with anything, you know? Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll stub my toe and I'll be like, cocksucker.
that's a good one.
So cocksucker is my favorite word, swear word. Let me correct that. My favorite swear word, but it just fits for me. You know, like I could probably go with the F-bomb on everything too, but
my
I don't
favorite,
know, which is
my
Laura's
favorite,
right? But for some reason, it's always been like, you know, everything, just anything, you know.
If you put those two words together, it's really good too.
That's
so
intense.
while you guys are at home, just like shout them out right now.
Ah,
you
good
feel
one.
good, you know.
Yeah.
Or
Trust
if
me.
you're mad, or like you said, if you stub your toe, that's a good word to say.
Right, you know.
It really just lets it out. It's
And
like
you can
the
say it
pain's
like,
just
oh.
gone. The pain's gone after that.
You feel so much better, you know. I mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep saying it. I would love to say it like over and over right now. But now that you guys know what it is, welcome. Welcome to it. It could be your new favorite word,
right.
you know.
Start using
Favorite
it.
swear word. I got to correct that. It's not my favorite word.
You guys
but-
could email us too your favorite words, you know, because we would like to hear from you. So send us an email. Let us know what your favorite word is, and we'll mention it.
That would be perfect. Definitely send us an email what your favorite word is. But speaking of emails, Laura, go into the email and see who replied to your dog and cat's name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, let me log in real quick and just check it out.
Just to remind everybody, the question last week was, Laura has a cat and a dog, and their names are Gypsy and Stevie, and she was wondering if anybody would be able to figure out why she named them that. So we're going to go into our email and see.
We had
if
asked people
anybody
to respond
responded.
through our email with the answer, and just to see if anyone knew.
Well-
so, Laura, what? Dum 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 dum.
Yeah,
Drum
what did we get for
roll.
So far, none.
No email. We're important, guys. I don't care what anybody says.
There's like a couple like junk
By
ones.
6, I should have made up an email and sent it in. That's what I should have done.
No, we can't do that because we're keeping it real with you guys. Okay, so, but don't forget, it's only our second episode. Just because nobody emailed us Anything.
Maybe now you can email it. We're making it easier though, like your favorite word. That's super easy. So let us know.
Yeah.
And that is crazy, not crazy, 333 at yahoo.com.
Yes.
We'd love to hear from you guys, even though we got a big fat 0 this week.
Right.
But that's okay. Did you give the answer? You might as well tell them.
I'll still give you guys the answer.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So Stevie and Gypsy came from because I love Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. They're like my total favorite. So anybody that's fans can
yeah.
see like where the names
Makes
came
sense.
from. You know, it will make sense to you. If not, you should look up Stevie Nicks and play the song Gypsy, and you'll fall in love with Stevie and understand Gypsy and
I
how
love
they
that,
got their
you know?
names.
And I kind of
Yeah.
love Landslide. It's kind of like,
that's
that's
a
a really
beautiful
good song,
song,
but just
yeah.
Landslide alone is just like, the song is really good. I like that
is.
one.
It
has
has,
such
that's
awesome
like
music.
that song sometimes can just make you like want to cry sometimes.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
I love
It
that
gets-
song so
Yeah, it
much.
hits you in the feels, that's for sure.
Yeah, but then when you got like Gold Dust Woman and
Yeah.
like you start
Yeah,
getting into
it's-
those
yeah.
songs.
Oh,
yeah,
s-
those
yeah,
are
shoot,
the
like
best.
you
in like a
said.
good
Yeah.
mood, yeah. You just
Yeah.
kind of like
Definitely,
chill
yeah.
out, listen to
Yeah.
type of music. It's really
Speaking of like good singers, Billy Joe's a pretty good singer.
good.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yeah, I mean, I was Cheryl
Yeah.
Crow one night.
Hey, someday
Yeah.
we're gonna have her
Sure.
singing on here because I'm telling you, I was mesmerized by it. I was
that
like,
was probably the alcohol, but anyways.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
true.
sad. Like I wasn't there for it, but I've heard about it, and every time I hear about it, I feel like I'm there.
I know you missed
You
out on
know,
that
I
concert
missed
that
out.
night. Yeah,
But
some night I
Can-
might relive it. We might all relive it.
I don't think I can ever relive that night just
Yeah.
because I felt like it was so special. Like it touched
Wow.
my heart,
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Joe.
It did. Yes, it's
Cheryl
very
Crow
touching.
was in
Yeah.
the building that night.
Yeah, yeah, I was in the building. Well, your garage, but I was in the building.
Right. And I'm telling you, it was like I was I mean, it was, let me replay this part for you. It was 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't usually drink, and I
Yes.
drank a lot that night.
did.
We turned the garage into a
You were
dance hall.
headbanging and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I did a lot.
It was fun. No, it was all in good fun.
But we
You
turned the
don't do it
garage
very
into a
often.
dance floor, though. We all were up there dancing, all of us. We had a bunch of people there. We were dancing, karaokeing, and of course, time gets
Drinking.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But this was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
I think it was
a few
like
years ago,
yeah,
2 or 3 years ago.
and it's still so fresh in my
Yes.
mind.
Yeah, I'm Cheryl Crow.
Yeah, I actually thought that I was getting a solo
Yeah.
from Cheryl
Yeah.
Crow.
Well, you were the only one awake, really listening. That's
Oh,
why.
that
Stu was like passed out in the chair. Bill was like kind of listening to me and looking at me, but I think he was just like probably tired too. I'm sure, you know, he gets tired of my shit at the end of the night. So.
but it was 3:00 in the morning. I think we were all tired.
Yeah, not Cheryl Crow. Though. I was
No,
ready.
no.
I was still singing, Kim. Even after you left, I was still singing.
Well, the sad thing was I had my head down between my legs because I was really like needed to go to bed, but I could not walk out on Cheryl Crow. I was just like,
You did. You walked
She
out.
really
I had
thought-
to,
Yeah.
but it took I mean, I was even like walking out of the garage and I could hear Cheryl singing from outside the garage and I was like,
What were you singing, Cheryl?
I was singing Picture. But I can't.
Oh,
relive
that's
it
a
right
good
now. Yeah,
one.
yeah.
she
Yeah,
can't
if you
relive
were- I
it
need
right
some
now
years to do
anyways
that.
because it was Cheryl and Kid Rock were performing that night in my
Yes.
garage, you know?
Yes.
But
Oh,
then
maybe we
Kid
can-
Rock sat down.
Maybe we can get Cheryl and Kid Rock to be a
Perform.
guest star performer sometime on our
Probably could.
podcast.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
I
a
think
good
we
idea.
could, yeah. I
That
think
would
we
be
can make that
awesome.
happen.
Yeah.
But you guys, it
Stay
was
tuned for that.
Yeah.
it was so sad. I walked out of the garage. Of course, my head was down anyways because I was really drunk. But I walked out of the garage with my head down, and I was like, I can't believe I'm walking out on Cheryl Crow when she's doing a solo act for me right
Me
now.
neither.
And I was like really singing to you too. I was,
You
like,
were
looking
into
at
it.
you.
Like, I
was,
felt it. Like-
feeling that song. It was a good night. It was a good night.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sad
But
you missed it.
I
Too.
kind of see it right now, you know, so it's good. It's still really good.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an awesome night. We had a blast.
How was the next day, Kim?
Ooh, it took me 2 days to recover from that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't think I felt like, or probably looked like Cheryl Crow the next day.
No, I was probably a little upset with the real Cheryl Crow that was in the garage because I was like, why'd you keep me up all night? It was amazing, though. I gotta say, it was a good feeling. It was a good feel night that night. You know,
Yes.
like we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you don't drink very much. Once every few years. So when you do, it's like a really good time.
Yeah.
It is. For all of us. It's
Yeah, it is.
we get to see Kim drinking, and it's not very
Do you know, at this stage in my life, I would love to drink with everyone, because I see how much fun it can be, when you're responsible about it and
Right.
you're having a couple
Yeah,
drinks.
I mean, we
It
are.
is
We always
such
have
a good
time.
time,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. But I cannot take the hangovers anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's not worth it for me to do it. But I hang out with all you guys.
You do.
Like
You guys, you
Laura,
and
Laura
Yeah.
too.
so good.
Yeah, because I
None
don't
of you
drink
guys even
either.
drink.
Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
still hang on Saturday nights in the garage. And
I guess
you
that
go
says
out with
something about us, Laura. We must be in to deal with all of them drunks.
I don't know how you guys do it, honestly. I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, we do it because it's fun. We have a blast. We enjoy our Saturday nights getting together. So
Yeah.
I enjoy it anyways. We have so many laughs.
Yeah, well, that's how we kind of came up with the podcast.
Yep.
Saturday nights, like
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, just talking
Yeah.
about stuff.
Well, we were gonna try and do a Saturday night for you, but we realized we can't tape on Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's too chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do that, but there's just too many people, too many conversations, and like sometimes even on this podcast, you're gonna hear Gypsy in the background barking, because it's life, This is what happens,
Right, we're literally like recording in our homes. Like we don't have a studio. We don't have like all this special equipment. We're literally sitting at Laura's kitchen table right now. Or
Yeah.
sometimes like last night we sat outside for a little while, but we literally do not have anything special. It's like a kitchen table. We're sitting here just chilling out.
Like we would do if we didn't have the microphones in front of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And now we're just recording what we're talking about instead of just talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how this all became anyways. So we're just kind of like, we appreciate you guys for taking the time to listen, and don't take us serious because we're just all about having fun. That's
Yeah.
all we're trying to do, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'll tell you guys something that I came to a realization. Last week I went to a bar because it was my nephew's.
She almost was afraid to say
I
that.
know. I stumbled there a little bit because it was rough, So I went to this bar because it was my nephew's birthday, so they were having a birthday party. So we were crashing their party and stuff. So I go walking in and I have my bottle of water. And
So
the
you were,
guy's
ready
standing
to
there.
rock and
Yeah,
roll that night,
I was. Yeah. Well, so there was some people standing there, and the guy looks at me and he's like, "You can't bring your water in." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You can't bring that in." And I was like, "I can't bring water in." And he's like, "No." And he's like, "You can't bring drinks in." And I'm like,
But it's water.
"But it's water, and I'm
Yeah.
not drinking. The place is packed. And I don't want to get into this argument over it, so I'm trying to be cool, but I'm really annoyed that you're not going to let me bring my water in,
Right, It's just water.
And it was a bottled water, So I was like, all right, I'll go put it in my car, but you
I
gotta
can
admit
see
it
that
is
though, you guys, because it could be vodka.
No, I can. I can totally see it. I can totally get it, but it really sucked.
I know, I
because
get
it. Was
it.
I actually agree with the rule, and I understand the rule, and I don't even mind rules. I came to the realization it's
I can
Mind
accept some
rules.
rules.
yeah, it's the authority that I don't like, because now
Yes.
people in authority, sometimes you gotta know when you be it's a packed bar. She's
Right.
clearly got a bottle of water. I'm not even gonna be you can't bring that in. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it. Would be the common sense thing to do, because it's just a little local hole in the wall bar,
No, I get it. I understand.
I felt
where
like
you're
I
going.
should have, but I was I still followed the rule, but I was annoyed. So I went and put my water in the car, and then went in and went up to the bar, and there he is. You want that water now? And I'm like, yeah.
Was it tap water or did he
No,
give you?
I wanted bottle. He did offer. He's like, you want tapped or bottled? And I was
Bottled,
bottled,
definitely.
because I want a water from a bar from the tap,
Right.
Right.
So, and it was $2, and I even tipped him $1, so I tipped him 50%,
Yeah, yeah.
And then went in with my little group and drank my
Drank
water,
your water.
But that was when I came to the realization, though, I'm okay with rules. but I don't like authority.
Yeah.
And like some rules are really dumb. Like when you like can't like
Right, something
know.
that minor. Yeah.
But I mean, we say it's minor though. You're saying it's a packed bar. Now, what if there's 10 of you coming in with a bottle of water, or now I have my coffee, my Dunkin' coffee, but it's actually maybe coffee brandy. I don't know.
Right.
Hey,
no,
like,
I know. That's why they have that rule. So
Right.
I get it. Like I
Right.
totally get it and respect the rule. That's why, even though I felt like he should have just, I felt that entitled. You should let me bring my fucking water in.
No,
okay,
I get that.
I was
I
feeling
get that.
pretty entitled in the moment. Like really,
And
you
not
know?
only that, like you want to go stand
But I
in line
still-
at a packed bar
Yeah.
for a bottle of water.
I still respected you because you saw, like, because he's like, if I let you, then I gotta let everybody else. And I'm like,
That's
what do
my
you think?
point.
I'm gonna walk into the bar and like shut it down and like let everybody know there. Like, look, he
Yeah.
let me bring my water in.
Laura's up
This
on the
place
stage,
is cool,
wiping
you
the
know.
water, like,
Like,
hey, look at this.
look at,
what
he let me
happened.
bring it in, man. This place rocks.
Grabs the microphone
I'm
from the
coming
singer,
back.
"Hey, guys."
I'm definitely
Yeah.
coming back.
They'll want me because they're making a lot of money off me. But I was a good tipper though, 50%. That was pretty good, you know.
Laura's bragging about that. She's proud of that. Is good. I'm proud of
I
you.
am, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I followed the rule. I wasn't even an asshole.
Listen
to
to her like I followed the rule. You're at a freaking bar, Laura. You're not at a freaking. Yeah. I mean, you're acting like you were. It's a bar, Laura. I mean,
yeah.
you can tell she's getting old now because before she would have just tossed her water in the trash can and been like,
Right,
"Give me a
whatever.
drink."
Now
Yeah.
she's like, I
You
want
know?
my water in the bar.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I'll follow your little rules
It
that you
actually-
made up.
It actually worked out good though, because when I went out to the car to like take a few hits off my joint and smoke a cigarette, I had my water out there with me. So
Oh, so you
You
did you
know.
a favor.
which actually makes it funny because when I was leaving for the night, the same guy that wouldn't let me bring a water in was off to the
Smoked a joint with you,
off the
right?
side smoking weed, you know. And I was even still, I kept my cool and I didn't even call him out and was like, hey, is that all right? Are you
But it
supposed to-
is, so it's
like,
legal, right?
Probably not like to sit at the side of the bar outside
And plus, he's a
smoke.
bouncer working, right?
You wouldn't let me bring my water in.
No, I'm not going to argue with you more. I get it. I get it. I'm not arguing with you. You proved your point. But
So,
maybe
your
you
take
should
on
have
the
smoked.
story is
My
don't
take
bring
is
your water to the
No,
bar.
my
Sit
take
in the
is-
bar.
you should have got high with the guy and he would have let you bring your water in.
Oh, there you go. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
no,
Because he would have been like,
Story.
Oh,
I'm
you would've
dry
wanted
too.
my water. No, I should have, when he was out there getting high, I should have walked out and held up my water and been like,
Hey,
Huh?
look what I
I got water.
got. As you're sitting over there with cotton mouth.
yeah.
Dry much?
But it was funny. Yeah.
No, I get it. It's the rules and authority telling you can't do something, and
Yeah.
how dare they?
Yeah, like I said, I just had a moment where I guess I felt entitled and the rule should have been broken for me.
Yeah.
You should have let me bring my water in. You
Rules
know
are
who
made
you
to be
are out
broken.
there.
Yeah, some rules are meant
Yeah.
to be broken.
And
But
rules
no.
are good though, in the truth of it, yeah, rules are good, but sometimes like you
Speaking of-
gotta make exceptions and
Right. Speaking
Move
of
on.
water, so one night, me and Bill and my sister and her husband are out and, just went out to watch a band and have a few drinks. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm never really the designated driver, but I decided, I told everybody I would be that night. And I promised
yeah.
to be a designated driver that night. So, whatever. Like, later on in the night, like, we're all just hanging out. Everybody's drinking except for me because I was a designated
You were
driver.
being a good girl.
I was being a good girl. Like, we need to write that on the calendar for one. Well, give me a calendar. Let me write that shit down.
I'm gonna mark it down.
Yeah, mark it
we'll,
down.
We'll put it on our notes and then
Yeah,
we
I'll
won't
look at the
remember what
date.
it meant.
I'll
you
find
know?
out
Yeah.
what the date was on that.
Yeah, we're
The
gonna
day
write
Billy
down
Joe
Billy
was
Joe
good.
is a good girl. Oh boy, that could be like
Yeah.
a loaded
We're
question
gonna be
right
like
there.
In a week or two. What did that mean? But anyway, so I go up to the bar, right? And
Oh, am I really
I
supposed to
get
write that down?
Yes, you are supposed to write that down.
Okay,
I
just
mean
checking.
it.
Okay, go back. You're at the bar.
So I'm at the bar. I go up to the bar. I get a thing of water and with ice in it, right? So I go back to Bill and I tell Bill, I said, I'm gonna kind of joke around with these two for a little while. I was like, I'm gonna tell them this is vodka, straight vodka with ice. and I'm just gonna like mess around with them so I can get them to be looking at me like, really? You said you were gonna be designated driver and you're drinking straight vodka. For the record, I would never do that. I only drink beer. I would not ever even touch a vodka, really. But
And for
anyways.
another, I love that you messed with a couple drunks.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like, how funny is that, right? Considering it's usually me.
That's what we
drunk.
do to you all the time.
Right, I didn't even realize it. So now I'm on the other side for once. But yeah, so I have this cup of water and ice in my hand, and I'm going up to my sister and her husband, and I'm like, yeah, straight vodka. And I'm like guzzling it, and I'm like dancing around, and I keep going over to Bill like I'm all buzzed, and I'm like, ah, and he's laughing, and we're kind of like,
Playing
hitting
it up.
glasses, and doing all this stuff, and I do that like 3 or 4 drinks. I mean, I guzzle like a bunch of water, and I keep going over to them and being like, straight vodka.
Yeah.
Like doing all this stuff, and you can
I'd be
see
dead.
like, at first they were kind of like, what the heck? And then, you can kind of see like them changing a little bit and being like,
Maybe we
what are
should
you
stop
doing?
drinking.
Yeah,
How
we
we get
knew she was
home?
gonna do this.
That's the funny thing, because that's the first thing I would have said was, I knew she couldn't do
I
it.
knew
Yeah.
she couldn't do this.
Now I have to quit drinking so I can drive, I'd be a bitch.
Oh yeah, no. So, but yeah, I did it. I did a few drinks like that, and I messed with them pretty bad for a little while. Me and Bill were dying laughing because Bill was in on it. But finally, after like the 4th drink of water,
You were waterlogged, you couldn't keep dancing around.
pants and running to the bathroom every 2 seconds, and completely like, wow, this is boring.
Yeah.
You were dancing, but doing the pee-pee dance, like, gotta go, gotta go.
I was like feeling how you guys feel on Saturday nights, but you guys have fun on Saturday nights sober. So I didn't, I was kind of like, I'm ready to call it a night. Like, I'm sober. You guys ready to go home at like 10 now?
No, but Billy Joe, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because right around 11, when it starts hitting midnight, I'm like, okay, are they gonna stop partying now?
Right,
You know
'cause you're
what?
sober.
But you know what's really weird though too? There, always like around 8:30. Like I'm always like, I think it's really late.
Where? At the garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think it's really late, and I'll look up and I'll be like, oh my god,
it's
it's
only
only 8:30. And it's like I feel like I've been here forever.
I know,
like,
but
really?
the next time you look
And
up,
then you
it's
look
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the weirdest thing. It happens
Yeah.
every time, and I'm like, holy shit! I think I just lost a couple
Yeah.
hours.
That's 'cause
Like,
we're having so much fun.
yeah.
All the laughing.
Well, you
the
gotta
talking.
figure when we first show up, it's like 6 o'clock at night, so everybody's just feeling it,
Right.
And then by 8:30, we're like, oh my god, we've been sitting here. It feels like we've been sitting here all night.
Forever, yeah.
And
yeah.
then after, like, you look in 8:30, 9
we
o'clock.
really
and I'm like,
have been sitting there all night.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it comes to a point, where I'm like, and I like it when Billy Joe is drinking, because
When am I
and-
not?
well, when you and Bill are both drinking, because you like he wants to stay and you want to leave, and I'm always on your
Right.
side, like, yeah, Bill, come on, your
Yeah.
woman wants to go
She
home,
looks
go
tired.
home.
She looks tired. I think it's time to go home though. Tim's been like trying to convince him for 2 hours.
You guys done yet? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gonna wrap that pool game up or?
I say that, but I do think that
No, you hang.
throughout the night,
Yeah.
I do think that,
Yeah.
But then the next thing I know, about 2:30 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, we gotta call this stuff
Yeah.
quits,
I'm
like.
exhausted
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole next day you're tired and.
My
Yeah.
Sundays are done. like,
Sundays are hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I just get a tired hangover,
Yeah.
same with me.
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't go right to bed. I mean, you guys go home and pass out. Laura,
Yeah.
she's probably just like I am. When the night's over, I have to unwind from all your drunks. I gotta get that stuff
Right,
out of my head,
right.
So I'm up for
Right.
like another hour left,
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna sit there for another hour and be like, I have to decompress on what just happened here. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, get to bed, old lady. You cannot handle this.
Yeah. But you guys do good hanging. You guys do.
We try
Yeah.
our best.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do a
Yeah,
great
I
job.
figure as long as I can still hang, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy to hang.
And we have a good
we're all
time.
getting older. We're not getting any freaking younger, but we
And
all
you-
still do good.
The other thing is you can bring more than one water in the garage with you anytime you want, Laura. So
Yeah.
That's right. You don't. Yeah, you ain't getting anybody checking you at the door.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because drinks are important.
Yeah,
Like
well,
when you
yeah.
go and hang out, you gotta
Yeah.
have your drinks.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
I
So
come
you guys, I
loaded
think- you
with
what?
drinks, like loaded with drinks.
I come loaded. I think this was a good second episode. We're kind of
Yeah.
just like a little chilled on this one, just explaining more things to you guys, like how we got started and a few of our stories,
Yeah.
So I just want to say thanks for listening again. This was another great episode. Thanks, ladies, for being here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
thanks.
And we're on Spotify too, so our episode just got downloaded on Spotify tonight, so it will take like a day or so for the first episode to download. So you might not find us on Spotify quite yet, but maybe by tomorrow night. And,
Yay!
so exciting. Oh my god, this is like crazy. But yeah, and then Not Crazy Facebook page. Please go on that. Like it, follow it, share it, do all of it. Like share our episode, share our page, do it all.
Thank you. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be awesome if you guys did. So,
Yeah.
and hey, we'll catch you guys again
Oh,
pretty
and the
soon.
other thing is, I just want everyone to know that we're going to be posting 2 podcasts a week.
Yep.
So make sure you keep checking our Facebook. So it'll be 2 podcasts a week that we post. Not sure on what days yet. We're going to keep you guessing.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Just
We'll
keep
kinda
checking our page and liking it. You'll see. You'll
Yeah.
see when it's gonna drop.
Yeah.
Follow it. Yeah, I think if you follow it, then they will tell you when it drops or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, this
You'll
is
get to
why
see
it took us 2 months to figure this
See,
out.
you guys probably already all knew that. We just like found that out. Sorry.
All right, you guys. Thank
Night.
you. Have a good night.
Bye.